This will be my. I said I wasn't gonna go live like this again, but this is not even really a official. You know what I'm saying? This right here is one of them. Uh, my sons are enjoying their Fourth of July. The Cash with his daddy, they popping fireworks. He do it every year, spending hundreds on fireworks. Y'all know what I'm going through. Mama's in the house this year. Mama can't be. I can't afford to walk outside. I got to stay in the house. And then the fact that something is going on with my AC and I don't know what it is. Okay. I don't know what it is, but the maintenance man came out here and said everything was good. That. No, sir. Everything is not good, sir. It's not good. And I'm one of them girls. I like to be cold. You know what I'm saying? So this is very frustrating to me right now. But I know that it's not gonna last forever. I know they're gonna fix it. They have to fix it, but I'm not in a position right now due to the new things that's been going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? I can't bark right now. Okay, I got to chill. Okay, I got to chill. So Monday, I'm sure it's gonna be fixed Monday. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the thermometer or if it needs Freon. I don't know. But if they don't fix it by Monday, then I'm calling my baby daddy because he has the HVAC. And y'all remember the movie First Sunday? Y'all remember First Sunday? Right? Y'all remember when he came in the house and he fixed the AC like that? Yeah, I'm gonna call him on Monday if y'all keep playing with me because I don't like being hot. I ain't never had to deal with this in my life. Okay, I ain't never had to deal with this. Okay, never, never, ever, ever. I don't care if I gotta buy a window AC, if somebody bring me one window AC or something. This is not normal. Okay, this is not normal. But one of the worst parts about it is when you have to cook. That is what I don't like. I gotta put something in the oven tonight. So I'm gonna be back here. I'm gonna be back here in the studio slash RJ room. Um, wow, that's while my food is in the oven, I'm gonna be back here so I don't have to deal with that heat. But I turned it all the way down and it seemed like it started blowing more. So I'm thinking it might be the thermometer or something. But anyway, while everybody is occupied, I don't know if people are going live tonight or not. You know what I mean? And I said to myself, well, maybe I could just not go live today. But y'all know the ninth is coming up on us. And I will be so mad, on the ninth if I wasted a day. You know what I mean? Thank you, babe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nettie. Appreciate it. But we look, we here, y'all here with me, so we gonna rock it out tonight. Okay, I got a couple fans on me. You feel me? Let me put this fan on directly on me because that makes it better. Because there is something blowing out, but it's just not blowing hard enough to cool the house down. Like, and then when the house do cool down, when the sun come back beaming, it starts going up again. So it's a lot, but I want to just stay positive, you know what I'm saying? Dang, I ain't mean to do that. Okay, boom. Yeah, I just want to stay positive, and I really appreciate y'all. I haven't got a cash out in the last couple of days. The last person that I thanked for a cash app, I think was on Tuesday or Wednesday. That was the last time. If you guys want to donate, this is a great time to do so. Your girl needs you. Okay, your girl needs you. And I don't know how long it takes for this stuff to go through at the Department of Labor. I never did it before, but I hope it don't take no long time or nothing. I hope that I'm gonna get something, some kind of relief. I go and check my mailbox and there ain't no mail in there. I don't like that. I need to get some what's going on. You feel me? But I'm remaining calm. Okay. I'm remaining calm and being steadfast and having faith and trusting in God. And I'm gonna let y'all know every step of the way because if y'all don't know about this part, y'all won't understand why I'm crying later. The blessings mean more when you know what I've been through for real. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got this apartment, I know that it was some people who really, really felt me because they was there from when I was at my last apartment to now to see everything that happened in between that. You know what I mean? So the goal is to pass this test. The goal is to pass this test so that I don't have to go through this path again. I want to learn whatever I need to learn from it. I want to make the right decisions now. You know what I mean? So that I can advance to the next level that God got for me, you know. But so that leads me to where we are now, right? Tonight we chilling. I don't know where you at or where you might be, okay? But if you want to catch a live and see what's going on, this is the place to be, okay? Now, shout out to Boxing Ego, shout out to Nyla, shout out to RT Raw Diggs. I think this video might be featuring those three people. Um, I don't know how much we're gonna get through tonight, but I want to start with this one. We'll start with this one. When Clarissa kicked that girl out. Put a one in the chat if you remember hearing that Clarissa kicked somebody out of a toy drive. Who remembers that? Does anybody remember that? Put a one in the chat if you remember her doing that. I gotta figure out how to. You don't recall, baby? Receptionista girl, she kicked somebody out of a toy drive, girl. Now I gotta show you the video. Now I gotta show you the video that she did it in, so that you know. Hold on. Hey, receptionista, by the way, I love you. Everybody who came in the live last night, I love y'all. I seen Tara, receptionista. I think I seen receptionista, but I seen Tara. I seen a lot of y'all when I got off the live and I saw the chat. Hey to all of y'all. Thank y'all for coming in yesterday. I wasn't looking in the chat, so I didn't see you, but you know I love you. Mwah. High five, girl. I love y'all so much. But I'm gonna be laying low tonight because I'm trying to stay cool, girl. Lord, this Georgia heat, girl. All right, so let me show y'all this. I put toy drive kick out. I'm a fool, man. I am really a fool, y'all. I am a fool. All right, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, children turned away. Let me see. I'm trying to see which one I want to play, y'all. All right, we'll go to. Let me see if we should do this one. Let's not do that one. I want to do one where it's just a video on there. Hold on. I'm coming. Hang on. Where is it? Ooh, she look crazy right there. Ooh, I wish I could see this page, girl. Hold up. Girl. Hold up. No. Okay, no. No. I can't excuse my language, y'all. My bad. It's certain things that I can't play while I'm on live. I could probably put it in a pre-recorded video, but I can't put it on live. So I don't want to do it like that. Come on, man. Okay, there we go. We'll just do it. All right, let me see who video is this. Tea talk with your girl. Shout out to you, babe. Thank you for having this clip. I think this was a live stream. But this is Tea Talk with your girl. I never seen her channel before, but y'all know I'm gonna cite my source, okay? It's etiquette we got to do on this thing called YouTube, okay? We got etiquette, okay? I have to cite my source, okay? And this is Tea Talk with your girl. I like the name. I like the fact that you got this video. Shout out to you, girl.
To have her off my. I don't want her to see nothing that's going on with me, so I blocked the page, and I know that she had.
This is for the people who did not know. See, I was about to play something else, but I don't want to be talking about something if you don't know about what happened. My sister receptionist said she don't recall, so we're gonna bring it back up. You feel me? We got to bring it back up. We got some things we want to get into. So let me tell y'all real quick what my goal is today. Today, my goal is to get some things knocked off of our list of things we got to talk about because the issues just piling up. It's piling up. It's piling up every day. It's piling up something else every day. Y'all seen last night. Y'all think I'm gonna just let that rock? Y'all know we're gonna talk about that some more now today, right? Y'all know we're gonna talk about old Lou. We're gonna talk about Lou today, okay? Because they might have missed it yesterday. The girls might have missed it yesterday. So while all the big people they out partying and everything, I got it. Let your girl get some. Let your girl get a couple of little views. Let your girl get a couple of views. Go ahead, enjoy your 1st of July. Everybody, all the big YouTubers, go do something else. Do something else. Let me get some time. Let your girl get a couple of minutes. Okay. Now, let me stop playing. But no, for real. I want to knock off some of the things that we have to talk about because it's so much. It is so much. My mouth is dry. I need to drink my tea. Here, watch this video real quick. Where that? Lord, oh my goodness. I'm just talking real ghetto now. I did not mean to go that far, guys. Guys, I was trying to be a little bit ghetto, but then it started sounding a little bit too much. I don't want to talk like that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We're not. See, I don't like talking about Clarissa because I feel like she messing with niggas' brain cells, bro. She dumbing us down, man. Well, I gotta watch you, Clarissa. You make people, girl. I ain't gonna be doing this for too long because you just.
And so then, I had my Christmas giveaway, and the girl came front of the line with her kids, and the bigger person in me, the godly in me, was like, man, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? She here to get some little gifts and whatever.
Okay, so she said she was in the front of the line. She was in the front of the line with her kids.
Her and the kids, Lord have mercy. And I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, dang, I kind of felt bad because what if she really needed help? Need help with her kids. But she's online saying I was broke, I'm ugly this, I'm ugly that, I can't dress. She gonna spit on me when she see me, all that stuff, right? And so when I got hit that she was there before the Christmas giveaway even started, I went, found her in the line, smiled at her and everything and said, leave. You already know what's going on. She was like, it's the Christmas giveaway. She had her kids with her. I said, yes, you know what's going on. Like, I ain't even got to say much. Don't even make a big scene. Just go. And I feel like I smiled the whole way through, and she ended up, leaving her and her kids. And I told the kids, like, listen, I love y'all. I wish I could, do something for y'all, but I'm sorry. Like, if she would have had somebody else bring her kids, they would have got a gift. But I just had to, because baby, play on the internet, but don't think I'm gonna let you play in my face. Never that. So I put the girl out, y'all.
Wow.
Her and the kids, Lord have mercy. And I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, dang, I kind of felt bad because what if she really needed help? And then I done found out, y'all, this girl done got evicted from her house right before Thanksgiving. And now she's staying with a friend.
What?
Or whatever, for the shelter filled up. And I was like, dang, I kind of wanted to reach out.
Now this is evil. Did y'all just see what she just said? And then what she said about the shelter. Boy, this girl right here. Hold up. Because I didn't even hear the part about the shelter the last time. Did y'all hear what she said? She knows she was dead wrong. I kicked her out, y'all. Lord have mercy. I kicked the girl out. And she had to go such and such because the shelter filled up. Now I don't want to hear nobody saying nothing about what we say about Clarissa Shields. I don't want to hear nothing. This girl was shaming her and being funny, saying she got to go to another shelter. I don't know if any of y'all have ever been in the shelter system or ever been in a shelter, but I'm going to let you know this. It ain't just money that could make you have to go to a shelter. I have had to go to a domestic violence shelter before. And more black women need to do that so that we don't be seeing Leah Gordon have to report on all of our sisters coming up gone because they didn't leave a bad relationship. But they don't want to because of people like Clarissa. They don't want to because they don't want to be treated like that. This people like this, she like one of them women that work at the food stamp office or the post office. I'm so glad she's not a bus driver or a state worker. But this is what she gives. Y'all, that just pissed me off. Rich women have had to go to shelters before, y'all. Because there are some situations where you be in a relationship with a man and you become financially dependent on him. The financial abuse, then the verbal abuse, then the physical abuse. You never know where you might have to end up, boy, and what soil or room or area you might have to touch. You never know. And for you to shame anybody after the way you said you grew up, and I'm glad that I brought that up because y'all, her story, some of it was a lie. She tried to make her daddy look like another version of Layla Ali daddy, and that's just not the case. But she listens to other people's stories. She got a piece of Floyd Mayweather's story, a piece of Layla Ali. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather, by the way. I don't know how y'all feeling about Money May, but I'm not down as Floyd Mayweather. I'm not gonna be hoorah and cheering that he going broke and stuff like that. Like, and my first time ever saying anything about it is on this, but that's because I just saw his interview with Cam, and it made me feel a certain type of way that I can't explain. I feel like it's certain powers that be that want us to tear Floyd apart, and I feel like I haven't been seeing that. I haven't been seeing anybody like, rejoicing on his downfall or anything. Now, people who I have seen speak about it, they speak about it in a way of reflection, in a way of reflection and saying, make sure you do this so you don't end up like this, or you see what's going on with this person. It's not really like a bashing thing. So I can appreciate that, but if y'all get time, look at that Floyd Mayweather interview with Cameron when y'all get time. Maybe tomorrow, later on tonight or something, because this the place to be right now, baby. I'm telling you now, this the place to be right now. We finna cut up. We finna cut up. This girl just said, she just said, Lord have mercy, I kicked the girl out the toy drive. And then she had to go to a shelter. Listen to what she said one more time. Oh, I'm sick of her. I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, y'all going too hard on her. Heck no. Heck no. Heck no. Ain't no stopping. Between what she said to my nephew, Amir, a baby, a young a kid, because he older now, he a big boy now, with cerebral palsy, for you to say that, and then you wonder why you keep saying that you're gonna have kids, but you don't. You keep wondering. You better watch yourself. Y'all pay attention to Clarissa's life. Pay attention to her life. Because the way that she speak about having a baby, it sounds like out of desperation. It don't sound like out of, oh yeah, we planning, da da da. Man, and I heard something about that. We're gonna get into that when the time comes. But y'all just pay attention to her because it don't pay to be bitter and nasty. It might look like it pay. It might look like it pay, but watch for the long run. Sit back and watch. And you're going to see it don't pay to be bitter. People who are not evil, vindictive, and bitter, y'all might see them go through a little something in life, but that's life. But their entire life is not going to be that. That's just what the devil wants you to think so that you choose his way. But everybody going to have to bear that cross. Everybody. We are all going to have something that we have to bear our cross and go through. That's the purpose of this experience. But it's the freedom of choice that we got. Because God want to know we love him because we choose to love him and not because we made to and there's no other choice. God want to know we choose him like he chooses us. That's another thing for another day. But God is always just for everything. But the other topic, I'm going to talk to y'all about that tomorrow or another day. But just know everything is a test. Everything is God wanting us to choose him, to have faith in him, to believe in him, even during your adversity. Now back to this girl. Look at this, y'all. I'm going to run this back real quick because I want y'all to hear this again. I cannot believe this girl just said this. Hold on, y'all. Am I on it? I got to pause that. This it right here. Now, y'all, look at this.
Baby, play on the internet, but don't think I'm gonna let you play in my face. Never that. So I put the girl out, y'all. Her and the kids, Lord have mercy. And
I put the girl out, y'all, her and the kids. Lord have mercy. And what?
I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, dang, I kind of felt bad because what if she really needed help? And then I done found
Dang, I kind of felt bad because I know she really needed help. That's what she just said.
out, y'all, this girl done got evicted from her house.
And I found out this girl done got evicted from her house. Keep listening.
Right before Thanksgiving.
Right before Thanksgiving.
And now she's staying with a friend.
And now she's staying with a friend. Why?
Or whatever, because the shelter filled up.
Because the shelter filled up. I'm done with her. I'm done with her. I don't want to hear it. I don't want Audrey. Where is Audrey right now, receptionista? Audrey, we know you probably mad at us right now. But I want to know what you think about this, Audrey. Now come on. Come on. I hope you ain't left us because you mad because we don't fool with Clarissa. I hope our family bond is stronger than that. But I want to know from somebody who is pro Clarissa. I want to hear from somebody who likes Clarissa right now. I want to hear from somebody who thinks that Clarissa is amazing and she a woke. I want to hear from her, people that love her right now. Please, somebody get in this chat and rep for Clarissa so I can hear what you think about this. How can y'all excuse this? What is wrong with y'all? This girl, that is so evil. That's so evil. Do you understand how evil that got to be? I could never do that, y'all. Oh my God. If I seen a girl that was mean or nasty to me in school, if I seen a girl that was threatening to cut my hair in school, because there was times girls would threaten to cut my hair in school. If I was to see one of them girls, I would be extra nice to her. I would give her every program. I would try to help her. I would go further and try to put her name. If I'm in a position to help somebody, like that girl that I told you I went to school with, she didn't do that. And we never had beef in school, but that's not even in her character or her personality. It need to be more people like her that work down there. The one that I told y'all that I knew from school that helped me with my light bill because they got funding, but they need people to work to deal with the people to give them the funds so that the funds reach the community. Because everybody know light bills is going up everything. So if you are going through something, y'all, anybody in the audience, anybody that is going through anything, look for programs, okay? Don't just sit there and let it get cut off. Don't just sit there and let things happen. We got to keep going and we got to try to find programs. We got to pray and ask God for direction. Don't just sit there and lay there and just let things happen. That's for me too. I have to encourage myself. But this, after everything you went through, your sister had to be on some of these programs before. You would say this about somebody? If I was in that position, like I said, I would go out my way. I don't care how mean or nasty a person was to me. I would go out my way. I probably would hug them and tell them it's going to be all right. We probably would be friends after that. What the hell? That was disgusting. Audrey, what's she at? Man, Stephanie, I'm going to run it back for you real quick, Steph. I'm going to run it back for you real quick, but I want to see Audrey. Thank you, Recessionist. I'm finna pin it right quick. Thank you. Anybody who want to donate, please hit the Cash App. This is a great time to do so. Do I got it pinned already? Wait. I'll put it like that. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna run it back real quick for Steph.
And I feel like I smiled the whole way through, you know. And she ended up, leaving her and her kids. And I told the kids, like, listen, I love y'all. I wish I could, do something for y'all, but
You could. You could have did something for them. You could have did something for them. What is wrong with you? What happened to you for you to be so evil and bitter? Oh my God. I've been through some stuff, y'all. Like I told y'all wait till I tell y'all my story. My California experience when I first went to California for the first time. Now, when I'm gonna say this much. When I left Los Angeles praying on the train on my way to the Bay, praying that I got out safe. Okay? But when I got to the Bay Area, it wasn't like I was in a good neighborhood and everything like that. I'm talking about with the sales team that I worked with. I moved to the Bay and got with a different sales team. It wasn't Skyline, it was something else. But my experience was a lot better there because I was far away from what happened. But y'all wait for me to tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. But I'm saying this to say you never know what's going on in somebody's life. You never know what somebody's life is like, and you never know what your life will be like because you literally one or two decisions away from losing it all at all times. Don't ever forget that. I cannot believe this girl saying this. This is so evil that it's hard for me to watch. When we start our programs and we get donations and funding for us to go out and help some of these girls, I promise you, anybody with a heart like this, you can't work with us. You can't work with us. We don't do that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not having it. We're not having it. This is not okay. Why even do it? If you got a heart made of wood, why do this? Why even do this job? Because you get off on hurting people. You get off on the fact that that baby, that girl going through life with her kids. I know people like this, y'all. Oh, I'm about to get emotional because I know people like this. You don't got no kids, and that's on you. That's on you. But you want to make somebody who got kids and who want help for her kids and living in Flint with the water situation the way it is. You know what's going on. And you kick her and her kids out of a toy drive? What the hell could she have benefited from a toy drive? That was strictly for the damn kids. Y'all not giving the kids cell phones, iPads, Apple Watches, nothing that an adult can use. Y'all not giving them gift cards. Y'all not giving them nothing that could be misused by the parent. Y'all are literally giving them fucking toys. And you do that to that lady, you evil. Girl, there is no gloves to take off. There is no gloves. It's bare knuckles. Period. All day, every day. Girl, I'm putting you in that box with Krishan more and more. The more you open your mouth, the more I see just like her you are. You just like Krishan. I don't even know. Man, Krishan would probably let the girl stay there and tell everybody about it so she could get some clout. I don't even know if she would do that, but she would take somebody's life, so it don't matter. But the point is, damn, Clarissa, ooh, you evil as hell. Oh my
I'm sorry, like, if she would have had somebody else bring her kids, they would have got a gift. But I just had to, because, baby, play on the internet, but don't think I'm gonna let you play in my face. Never that. So I put the girl out, y'all.
Oh my God.
Her and the kids, Lord have mercy. And I thought about it a little bit. I'm like, dang, I kind of felt bad because what if she was.
No, you didn't, because narcs don't feel nothing. And I want y'all to remember this, what I'm telling y'all. Narcissists do not feel sadness or emotion. Remember when I told y'all about how he didn't want Remy to be saying certain things and he would be passive aggressive about it because he don't want to feel guilty. They don't like feeling emotions at all. They don't feel emotions at all. And I heard her say something like this again. Therefore, this has elevated. We're not dealing with a person that's narcissistic with a C. That's one thing for a person to be narcissistic. There's another thing for a person to have NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. That is where we are with Clarissa. And that is a level of a serial unallower. And a lot of times they have APD along with it, which is antisocial personality disorder. I'm going to teach y'all what those two disorders are so that y'all understand why I feel like Krishan and Clarissa got those disorders. I'm gonna break those disorders down to y'all so that y'all understand because this is not okay. This is a mental illness that I'm telling y'all about that I am seeing in this girl. It's more than just some social media BS. This girl crazy for real. All this copying, Remy mind, everything like that. Oh, I'm the one, not the two. She's still doing it. This girl crazy, bro. I wouldn't even want her to be within 100 or 500 feet of Remy. I wouldn't want her to. Because she has a mental disability. It's serious. I'm gonna teach y'all what it is. I'm gonna teach y'all what it is so y'all know. Dr. Romney, come to the front of the class. Yeah, I'm gonna teach y'all like Sweet Mart used to do and bring the doctors up here so y'all know. I ain't just running my mouth saying narcissist, narcissist. One thing me and Sweet Mart talked about this, how we were so irritated because everybody started calling everybody a narc. You know, now this person a narc, that person a narc, this person a narc. No, it's different from having narcissistic trait to being a narcissistic person to having narcissistic personality disorder. That is what we are talking about with Clarissa. We're talking about a serious issue. Serious. But keep on watching though. Because I didn't even plan on showing this part. I was just gonna go straight to Nala talking to the girl. But we'll go to that next. Y'all listen to this. This crazy here right here, boy. She's sick.
I needed help. And then I done found out, y'all, this girl done got evicted from her house right before Thanksgiving. And now she's staying with a friend or whatever for the shelter filled up.
Do you see the look on her face as she says this? Y'all think that's normal? Look at her face. Look at the sweet satisfaction in her face. What man would want to be with a woman so bitter? unless they there to take something, her money, her clout, her mind. I don't feel bad for nothing that Papoose gonna do to her. Nothing.
And I was like, dang, I kind of wanted to reach out to
No,
her
you
and
didn't.
like, hey, did you get the kids any gifts? You know.
She said she wanted to reach out to her and say, did you get the kids any gifts after she kicked them out? Are y'all hearing this? Put a one in the chat if this some bull is right here. Put a one in the chat. Are y'all hearing this? This is insane. What?
Again, you know what I'm saying? And I just like, you know what? That's just karma, right? That's just karma because some people have no reason to come for me. And I keep telling folks, I am covered by the man of steel.
I'm done. I'm done. You now listen to what I'm telling y'all. She's saying that, but it's really the devil. And what she gonna learn in the long run is you can be doing the devil work. And the devil might reward you temporarily for you doing his work. But in the long run, the devil gonna get you too. Because you dancing with the devil. I don't want to dance with the devil, play with the devil, or none of that. I rebuke the enemy in the name of Jesus. You, Clarissa Shields, is sick. That's crazy. That pisses me off. That's crazy for you to do that to somebody, and you so happy about it. You wanted to call her and ask her if she got the kids. It's look at you. You ain't nothing like us. There are times that we try to, say we understand how she feel and what she went through. I don't trust nothing this girl say. I don't know if she really went through that shit no more. She's a liar. I don't even trust it no more. I don't know nothing. I don't trust it. This girl. Now y'all come over here, cause see, I'm getting mad. Come on over here with me to Nala because Nala, our girl Nala, got an interview with the girl that she did to. And I got it on the part where they exactly talk about this, and then we're gonna go to something else. Man, this girl is sick, man.
It goes hand in hand. I could just go with my brother and I could meet this girl.
All right, so I want y'all to really, I'm gonna back it up even a little bit further because I want y'all to know exactly who this lady is. There was a reason why she was at that toy drive. There was a reason. Her son is the face of the Flint water crisis. That baby was on the news. Okay? Now I can't play all of that because I don't know if I can or not, and I don't want to have no problem with the news station. But I will say this: that baby was on the news for the Flint water crisis. Her name ring bells when it comes to everybody in Flint and everything that's going on, y'all. They invite her to everything. Clarissa was the face of the toy drive. That's it. She might have put a little bit of money in there, but Carissa's selfish. I believe that was more so the city in tax dollars than her. I don't even think she had the right to kick that girl out because she wasn't the only one giving out toys. She wasn't the only one. She was just the face of the event. That's fucked up. How you gonna kick somebody out of an event? You didn't buy all these toys. They should have never even let Clarissa do that. They should have reprimanded her publicly for that. I'm disgusted, bro. I'm disgusted. That is, boy.
The app. So let's go ahead and get into it again. Where were we? We were talking about basically. So, did you actually see it live while it happened, or did someone call you?
The Clarissa thing?
Yeah.
So I guess I'm guessing it got deleted. She deleted her initial video and like it got like we got it secondhand from a blog. And that's how it got sent to me, was from a blog. And then like a lot of people was like, Ari, I think she's talking about you. I'm like, talking about me for what? Like I already said something about the toy drive. I already addressed it, said I was wrong. I shouldn't have came up there, blasity. They like, no, she on there she going in on you. I'm like, what? I'm like, it's 5 days later. This happened on the 22nd. Like, this is now the 27th or the 28th, and she made a video. So I was like lost onto the video until I actually seen the whole thing, and I was like, wow.
Wow. So what did she say?
So I was so I initially, like, I was never going to go into the toy drive. Again, let me just clear this up. I am the face of what happens in Flint. My son is invited to everything. You know, his school has something to do with that. The friends of BB Nolan, who died, who was a big part of the Burston Field House, they also invited us down there. And so although Clarissa was the face of whatever happened down there, that also is a Burston Field House is a hub for everybody. So it was a lot of people there, whether they supported Clarissa or they were just there from the other sponsors. So that's how we initially got there. We were invited up there. We were supposed to, my son was supposed to do a interview with one of our local news stations, and he was going to be there. They was going to do it or whatever. I'm not in the way of stopping him from doing what he's doing, because he's been doing this in the community, from Clarissa's toy drives to Little Miss Flint toy drives to anybody's toy drives that know Sincere. He gonna be there. That's why we were there.
Okay, so clearly your son, the invite was not, you didn't just see her posting online and say, hey, I'm showing up.
I don't follow her. I don't
Your
follow
son?
Clarissa. I don't care to even be in the realm of what she got going on, besides she's from Flint and she a boxer, and I hope she win. That's it. Other than that, I'm not here to, I care less about what she got going on in her life.
Okay, so the invite came from someone else. And this is, like you were saying, those of you that are just getting in, her son is the face of the Flint water crisis. He was featured in Time magazine about a decade ago. There have been lots of, more than a decade ago now, I believe. Lots of write-ups and articles.
I just want to say big shout out to Nala for doing this interview. I mean, man, y'all, I am so happy that Nala did this interview. Y'all know we love Nala Says over here. Okay. Nala was also the one where we found out that Ruben was a nurse, not even an RN, a LVN in the military. And they wasn't doing nothing until 2020 when they did they PPP loans and all of that stuff. They got tax liens, all type of stuff. So she probably ain't even gonna see no more money from them. Now, I don't feel as bad as I did last week about finding out about this deal that she in. I don't feel as bad. And I'm gonna show y'all another video after this about Papoose. And I don't feel bad no more. Now that I look at this stuff, you know, the more I see, the more I see evil in her. That's all I see in this girl. How evil you got to be. Y'all just seen it for yourself. Her talking about that girl. Oh, yes, she had to go to the shelter and all of that. I've never seen a fellow Black woman do that. But now I know I don't be tripping when I see some of them women in that office. Okay? When people come there because they done lost their job or something bad happened to them. You know, when I went back to go get the phone number to one of my patients, I see what's going on at my job. They turning all the Black faces white at my job. And y'all know why that's happening. Y'all know why that's happening, right? That was the whole reason why Target got boycotted and all of that. Because now they don't have to hire us. They're telling them subliminally, don't hire us. They want us to feel forced to do service jobs. They want to put us back as their servants again. And nobody is seeing this. So when real life stuff happened, a job that I worked before he was even the president, now I can be terminated for anything, no matter what. And I see every face that was terminated turning white. It's turning from Black to white. And y'all don't see what's going on. So if you're thinking that it's happening to me and it's funny, You better hope it don't happen to you. I would never laugh at somebody for something like that. But it's people and it's women at certain places and men in certain positions that think it's funny to make you have a bad day. And I think that is horrible. You shouldn't be doing that job. Why are you doing it? You that bitter that you get off on making people have a bad day? You that bitter that you like to look at the face of a mother suffering and in submission? When you go to a toy drive, when you go to uh when you go to like a toy drive or a food bank or anything like that, you in submission because you there because you need to be. That the food ain't good, but you need it. You there in submission. Your kids need or want toys, so you go there not for you, for your kids. We don't play with toys. Clarissa the one that like toys, if you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Jada Boxer. Clarissa like toys. She the one that played with toys. The one that didn't talk since she was 10. She didn't talk until she was 10, and she liked to play with toys. Yeah, I'm on your head, girl. I'm on your head top. After this, no remorse for what Papoose is doing to you. None. Pal, you looking like you caught a lick. Yeah, lick. Lick her real good, pal. Lick. You looking like you caught a lick. And I ain't mad at it no more. This some evil stuff this girl doing. You laughing at a muck, man. Y'all, they can't even drink the water, y'all. The water in Flint, they bathe with, and all of that is man. Oh man, I can't. I can't. I cannot, y'all. I cannot.
Articles about him, and she is an activist actively right now for Flint water. And you have the political connections. You are in service to your community. So people are reaching out to you saying, hey, this is happening. So, take your son up here because, he's a known child in the community, right? So you go up there. From what I gathered, the way Clarissa broke it down, and y'all in the chat can tell me if y'all think that y'all got the same kind of feel from this, but the vibe was poverty shaming to me.
Very
That's
much
what I got from it.
Yeah.
And so you decide to take your son. It was not up. You were not interested in putting hands and feet on her. You were not going there on no
wasn't
Devo.
it wasn't none of that. It was a kid event, and I was strictly going. I also have a daughter who looks up to Clarissa. Again, Clarissa was a rapper, and these little girls in Flint, they like Clarissa. I am not here to tell my daughter, don't you like her because she's a that's not me. This little girl sees a whole nother version of you. I only see what you put on the internet.
And wow. That just makes it much more sad. That makes it much more sad. That she don't do that type of, she wouldn't do that to you. She let her kids look up to you after what you did. You broke them kids' heart, and they look up to you. I don't feel bad for what Papoose is doing. I hope he can get it real good. I hope. Oh,
And don't agree. But she sees a whole different version of you. So again, another reason why we were there, because my daughter supports you. She liked you. She wanted to meet you. So with her brother being who he was, it goes hand in hand. I could just go with my brother and I could meet this girl and they can do their thing. I didn't want to go in there. I did not want to go in there. The lady told us that they needed a parent. I had them up there by themselves with my friend and her kids and my auntie and her daughter and her niece. And then when they lady got to my kids, she said they needed a parent. My friend said, well, you got to come up here because she said they need a parent. Okay, cool. I'll come in there and I'll sign them in. The lady said, okay, well, after we sign everybody in, then the kids going to go this way. The parents going to go that way. That's how I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Clarissa decides, I guess, she walked in. She seen me 3 times. She walked in, walked right past us like she told everybody we was at the front of the line. We were there early. It wasn't that many people there. So yeah, we were at the front of the line. She walked past us 3 times. She walked in and walked past us. She walked back out and walked past us. She walked back in again, looked in the crowd, walked.
Sound just like what Krishan would do, don't it? Why do they like to circle? They pray. That's exactly what Krishan was doing with Jaden and Journey. I'm pointing this out so that y'all know they have characteristics that are the same, y'all. If you are dealing with a narcissist at home, in your family, in your relationship, I need you to know this type of stuff because they can break you down and stress you out and make you feel like this is something unique. You need to realize that there are other people who are going through this exact same thing, and it is not because of anything that you did. You don't need to stay in this situation because you cannot save them. There are more people that are like them. Once you understand and realize that, you can kind of put yourself out of the situation. That can help you to get closer to leaving because that's what you need to do. Unless you want to live with that and live like that, if you are miserable and you don't understand, you need to know what a narc is and all the characteristics of a narc so that when you see them, it doesn't drive you crazy. If you know what it is, it can help you. Y'all just don't understand. I have been in a relationship with a narcissist, and it will have you playing games with your mind, and you won't understand why you can't leave them. You won't understand why they play games, they do run circles around you if you're not prepared. But then again, you can never be prepared for a narc. Remember that.
Back out again. And she came in here with her and Papoose and 20 other camera people and all of these other charades of people. And she walked up and she said, you got to go. I said, okay.
Wow.
I felt this was coming. I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave because I don't want to mess up what you got going on. She kept going. I said, Clarissa, you just walked past me 3 times. You could have told your security easily to tell me to leave. You went back in there to go get your man and your camera crew to come out here and publicly embarrass me. You got it. I'm going to just go. So when she kept on, like I said, with the cameras and I was trying to walk.
She went and got a man and told them to put the cameras on it. That's how, listen, that's why I say she got to touch an APD with it. MPD and APD go hand in hand sometimes. The fact that she wanted a camera to come in to publicly embarrass her, and she not realizing that the person who is really getting embarrassed is your big dumb ass because nobody would do that to somebody, no matter what. This is a situation where it's supposed to be happy, jolly. Women are down here because they can't do something. They can't get certain toys for their kids. They just want to make their kids happy. So they get up early to be the first person in line for you to go and say, oh, this is a good moment for me. Thoughts and ideas, delusions of grandeur. This is what's called a delusion of grandeur because she really thought that this was going to make her look good. She had no idea. She's delusional in this moment. But then you got to say delusions of grandeur because she thinks that she's the one coming out on top in this situation. She thinks that this is going to make her look good to be kicking somebody out that did something. She thinking that she giving that girl what she deserved. I'm telling y'all, this girl's sick. I'm telling y'all, the girl's sick. There's levels of narcissism. There's people who got narc traits. That's everybody. That's all of us. Okay? That's all of us. There's people that are very narcissistic, meaning their narc traits are a little bit elevated, but they're not a narcissist. Okay? Then you got narcissists. Those are people who are like narcs, but it's a level to it. Then you have people who have NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, which is a mental health issue. It is a mental illness, and there is no limit for these people. These people could hurt you in ways that would end you being here with us. These people are dangerous. These people don't have the regular brain to know the difference between right and wrong. They think that the sun rises and sets on their ass. They think they are the only one in this world, and they think that everything that they do is good. They think that everything that they do is good and that everybody should praise them. They think that this moment of putting a mother in Flint, Michigan, where they can't even drink the fucking water, who is dealing with a homeless issue and can't even get into the shelters because they full. She thinks that it is gonna make her look good to kick that lady out of that toy drive. That is thoughts and ideas and delusions of grandeur. That is a prime example of it. This girl wanted evidence of what she did. You gotta see the levels of the mental illness. She went and got the cameras to do something that made her, in fact, look bad, not good. But in her mind, everything she do is good. Those are delusions of grandeur, grandiose thoughts and ideas about their self. I studied this. I don't just call somebody a narc because it's a fashionable, funny word. I come from the school of Sweet Mom. We break this down. We bring the doctors in on this. This girl crazy. I'm telling you, this girl got a mental illness, in my opinion. Huh.
I said I should slap the shit out of you on camera since you want to go get these cameras and you could have easily asked me to go. That's how that came about. I felt like it was ways that you could have done that for it to not even got to this far. You wanted a show, so I'm gonna give you a show.
There you
Never
go.
did I want to say I was spit on her. Never did I want.
You gotta remember, and I don't blame her. Think about this as a mother. I don't blame her. You trying to embarrass me in front of my kids, and then you go and get cameras. So now my kids gonna be embarrassed on camera, and my kids ain't do nothing to you. Witch, you evil witch. My kids didn't do nothing to you. I would have said the same thing. Baby said, I don't care about no boxing. I ought to slap the shit out of you since you want to bring these cameras in. What did you expect her to say? Do you know how kids look at their mama like a superhero? My bad, you don't know. And that's your problem. That's what you're mad about. That's why you're bitter. But I'm glad because sometimes, y'all, you might think you want kids, but if God knows that you're going to have kids and make their life miserable and be mommy dearest to them, you might not be get them. You might not. He might be saving some kids every now and then. He might be saving some kids. Say, "Nah, she crazy. She'll do this. She'll do that." Nah, man, she's not mentally stable enough to adopt a child. I guarantee y'all pay attention. She tried to adopt her cousin, baby, right? But I'm telling y'all right now, mark my word. When Clarissa gets to the point of saying, you know what, I'm just gonna adopt the baby, because she tired of waiting on a man to try to impregnate her, Clarissa will not be able to pass a psych eval to adopt the child. And anybody that ever passes her, I'm going to be on their ass because I can see right now she will not pass a psych eval to be able to adopt a child. So if it is able to happen, it's going to be because she paid somebody off. And I'm going to be right there because a child would be in danger around this girl. Sister, I think her sister named Brianna. Brianna, watch your kids around her. Watch it, Brianna. Watch your kids around her. I wouldn't have my kids around her. This girl's sick. Hit the like button, y'all. We ain't here on the 4th of July. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button for your girl, man. Y'all want to keep going? Do me a favor and hit the like button. Y'all let me know if Audrey come in the chat. High five to all my sisters that's just coming in. Y'all let me know if Audrey come in so we can talk to Audrey. I want to talk to somebody that is for Clarissa, that feels like We wrong about her. I want you to get in the chat now. We're going to have a respectful conversation. I'm not going to be rude to you. You're not going to be rude to me. We're going to talk. If it's anybody in this chat that think this is okay, speak up. Speak now and forever hold your peace.
Once say I came up there to do anything to her. None of that was never the case. When you went and got those cameras and did what you did, I knew that's what you wanted. Again, I left out peacefully. Then after I said what I said, I turned around and still walked on out. I got in my car and was on Facebook Live. And I seen my daughter and my son coming outside, and I was on live when it happened. And I said, damn, she put my kids out too.
Wow.
I said, damn, y'all.
Oh, so your kids were still in there and she just told them to get out.
I said they need to.
She put the fucking kids out. Do y'all think that she put them out and just didn't say nothing? Or do y'all think she put them out and said, this is your mama's fault? Your mama said this and did this, and you can't say it. She literally punished those fucking kids and said things to those kids about their mama that I probably don't even want to hear. Because if there was cameras around, there got to be video of this. Unless somebody around her was smart enough to say, hey, you big dummy, this making you look bad. This ain't making them look bad. This is bad. This is why. Do y'all understand all of the funny moments, all the stupid, retarded moments that Clarissa puts out there? I want y'all to understand these are not mistakes. She really thinks she look good. She really thinks she doing the damn thing. She really thinks she doing it. Them boots, and she wore them shoes. She thought that was the best thing smoking. She said, I ain't gonna dress like Remy today. I'm gonna dress like myself. I'm gonna show him I ain't got to copy Remy. And when you do it on your own, you look like a ding dong. You look like Barney. When you do it on your own, you look like a damn fool. But in her mind, because of her illness, in my opinion, because of her, and if anybody's trying to take you to court and say you called them a narcissist, they would have to prove to the court that they are not. So I'm not worried about that either. Because you will have to prove to the court that you're not a narcissist and that you don't have narcissistic personality disorder. And you got to be a fool as a psychologist or a psychiatrist to not see that shit in you in the first 10 minutes of talking to you. Come with it, please. I don't like this at all.
Drop the whole video. She posted a 3-second clip of her putting me out. No, drop the whole video. Because I was already out the door in my car. And my kids came out the door. My daughter came in the car crying. She was on Facebook Live crying. My son came in the car. I said, y'all, what is y'all crying for? She put us out. My friend came and said, she said your kids had to go. So I took my kids and I left too. I said, damn, all of this over you did this at a kids event? I said, all right, y'all. I told my Facebook Live, I said, yeah, I take full accountability for putting my kids in this situation, but she did not have to do that with no kids.
Okay, so what happened? Why is it up? Why does she feel threatened or like you shouldn't be at the event?
Again, y'all, I couldn't tell you an honest reason besides Clarissa and her ex-boyfriend and what she said? She said I was in his
about a nigga.
His inbox, or he was in my inbox. Maybe she went through his phone and seen a message. It was it, and it's just been that ever since. Like, it's no legitimate beef.
She went through somebody's phone and seen this man. Oh my goodness! I wish I wouldn't even seen this. Do y'all understand how mad I am right now? And you supposed to be the GOAT, right? You supposed to be the greatest of all time. You are embarrassment to the whole man.
She gets mad at people who she feel tell her, like, Clarissa, you should be doing it this way. I'm not a hater because I'm telling you should be doing it that way. I'm just telling you that it don't look good for us. We got to still keep going to bat for you. She also told y'all I was a supporter of hers. I very much was. I was going to bat for Clarissa for a lot of shit. But I also was one of them people who was like, damn, I'm tired of going to bat for you for doing stupid shit. Hey, let me just say it in a nice way and be like, hey, maybe she should word her words differently and, it'll come off differently. I'm not a hater for saying that. I'm just saying what I think is, I'm not a hater. I still support you. I just think you need to clean it up a little bit. So we ain't got to have the whole city of Flint looking crazy going to bat for you and you still doing crazy stuff. That's just literally what it is.
Right. So she's essentially mad at you because there was some communications with you and her ex. But
That's
she's with the married man. Make it make sense. Okay, so you guys were both single though. Did y'all date or something? Did you and Tony date?
never. I
Yeah.
listen. I can send you the screenshot. We never said nothing besides "Hey, stink." I guess he deleted the mess. She deleted his message from him, whatever he said to me, and that was it. We never went chilled. Never pulled up on him. I couldn't even tell you what kind of car the man drive. That's just how uninterested and invested I was in it. It was a simple "Hey" and "Bye," and that was it. She took it and she ran with it, and I became an enemy of hers, and I didn't support her all because of that. And it's like,
Wow.
okay.
So then what, like, how did it, like, why did she, so you never threatened her, or did you guys have an argument?
It was
Like,
it took off from her saying that, like, you don't support me, you was in my man inbox, and I'm like, what? And then she went on and she called me Fiona from Shrek, and so I called her Dino Dan, and then that was it. Like, you look like a dinosaur, you call me Fiona, okay, we're both ugly, your point is what?
you're not ugly though. I don't think
I'm
either
just
one.
saying,
I
I
don't
was
even
just
think
like,
she's ugly.
feeding into what
Yeah.
he said. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you call me ugly, I call you ugly. Okay, and what? And I moved on with my life. Like, I don't even troll you no more. I don't even care because you got so much. You make yourself look crazy enough. I'm not finna. I don't have to troll you. I don't have to reshare what the shade room share because I guess that's what makes me a troll. Because I reshare what you guys put out there, and I just share it and be like, look at this, or I share it and be like, man, she look a fool.
Okay, so I get it. So she mad because somebody saw how foolish she make herself look on a daily basis. That's why she mad. Where Audrey at? Audrey, where you at, Stink? He called her Stink, y'all, and Clarissa mad. Girl, y'all know that gives me I don't even know what to call it. It's a word for it, but I can't think about it right now. But it makes me think about, like, just like I told y'all, the girl who wanted to cut my hair and all of that. We was cool on Monday. This dude tried to, like, talk to me in the hallway Monday afternoon, and Tuesday she wanted to fight. And I didn't even know. I don't know the nigga. I wasn't looking at him. I'm not even attracted to dudes like him at all. He was telling D words in the sixth and seventh grade. And when I was in the sixth and seventh grade, we were in the DARE program. I was a debutante. I didn't want nothing to do with nobody in the street. My mama didn't raise me to like dudes in the streets. However, I have talked to some dudes in the streets, but it wasn't something that I was looking for. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't something that I was looking for. The dudes that I spoke to that was in the streets, they always gave me this game about how they was trying to get out of it, how they didn't want to do it no more. They had money saved up, so they could stop. They run a whole bull BS with me about how they wasn't doing that. Okay, people would lie and act like they wasn't doing certain things that they was doing. Okay, I never been nobody who like that. So when the girl wanted to fight me about it, in middle school, I was just like, what? I don't even like him. I like you as a person. I was cool with you. I thought we was gonna be friends. And I ended up having to, like, beef with this girl about a dude that liked me. And I don't like stuff like that. So when she tells us that a dude was in her DM, do you know how many niggas be in a DM, girl? Girl, you think I'm gonna be mad at a girl if a dude I talked to was in her DM and she didn't even respond? What? I would be actually embarrassed because nobody don't want your ass. Only me. Wow. That would be embarrassing. But you want to fight somebody that wasn't even interested in them. Do you realize how embarrassing that is? Don't nobody want your man, girl. If she wanted him, she would have had him. Clearly, he was chasing her. Just like Pap don't want you. He don't have no problem being around you in them 6 weeks. He actually prefer to be around you during them 6 weeks because he know that he ain't got to try to have sex with you. He know that he ain't got to worry about you touching on him or nothing like that. When it's outside the 6 weeks, that's when you got a problem having him around. That's when you got a problem keeping him around because usually got to be with y'all. the Cali girl gotta be close by. Or either one of your friends. That's why you gotta buy toys. 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 You really can do a toy drive. Yeah, Jada Box already let us know you have having packages coming in with toys. You got some things to deal with that. But I don't even feel bad for you no more with that. After what you did to this lady, like who does that? Let me get in the chat real quick and look at my sisters in the chat and see what y'all saying because I'm just disgusted. What up, Shanika? Hey, sister. Give me some, girl. What's up, sis? What up, though? No, if you had an issue with Leroy, you should have went to her event. Okay, hold up. If you had an issue with Leroy, you should have went to her event hosted by her. It's like asking for trouble. This is the thing, though, and I'll run it back to that part if you want me to. She was invited to that event by people in Flint. She did not know that it was a Clarissa event. It wasn't. Clarissa was the face of the event. So her son, let me go back and show y'all why she was at the event so y'all know. And and I'm gonna say this before I go run it back. I'm gonna say this. Even if she did that, Clarissa is supposed to be a class act. Let me tell you who wouldn't have did that. Alicia Baumgartner wouldn't have put that girl out. That's why she the face of boxing. That's why she going up, and that's why we gonna respect her like we do with Layla Ali. That's why we gonna be. That's why we pro Alicia. I'm gonna give me a shirt in a minute. That's why when I get right, and y'all know what I mean, when I get right and all the other important priorities and stuff taken care of, I most definitely want Alicia Von Gardner shirt. Because I do want to support females in boxing, but not no BS like that. Alicia wouldn't have kicked that lady out. That's crazy for you to kick somebody out. And then, let's say, forget that, you kick her out, but then you go online talking about how she can't get into a shelter because the shelter's full. So she's staying with a friend because she's evicted. What the hell that got to do with the toy drive? That was evil what she did, girl. I feel like that was evil. I understand what you're saying about her not coming there to start trouble. But listen to this part and then tell me what you think. Listen to this part. Hold up. Let me go to where she played the thing at. Shout out to Nala, man. Nala, this was a dope video. You did your thing once again, girl.
Do you remember Sincere Smith? Well, Time magazine put him on the cover of their magazine.
He was on the cover of Time magazine. Her son. Everybody know this baby in Flint. She is in a database at this point where she get invited to everything that's going on. If they giving out toys on Monday, food on Wednesday, and book bags on Friday, she gonna get invited to everyone. Everyone. The baby was the face of the water crisis.
During the water crisis. Today, I sat down with him and his mom to get their reaction to the settlement.
A
chatty 3-year-old had a lot to say after Time magazine made him the poster child for the Flint water crisis in 2016.
Are you proud of that magazine?
4 years later, and now 7-year-old Sincere Smith is a little shy. But he still carries around that Time magazine showing his innocent face damaged by the effects of the lead-tainted water.
All that stuff on that baby's skin. That's why they was invited. They get invited to everything. Not to mention, things happen in life. The girl was evicted. Of course she would go to a toy drive. She just got evicted. Like, why we, like, of course she needed to go to a toy drive. When something like that happens, and you go to a shelter, you gonna get invited to all the stuff that's going on. I told y'all, I done had to be in a domestic violence shelter before. Rich women was there. That's the thing. People don't realize abuse come in different faces, phases, forms, and everything. And the worst thing to do is to shame a woman for having to go to a shelter, y'all. That's the worst thing because you don't. If you in the working class people, you 1 to 2 checks away from having to be there. If you in a rich class of people, you never know what might happen. You never know. You never know. You don't do that. I was not raised to be like that, and I'm so glad. I don't know how other people think that's okay. If somebody that I was beefing with comes to a toy drive, a food bank, or anything that I got to do with, I'm gonna be extra good to them. I'm gonna be extra good to them because I know that she know it's now listen to this. Hold on. Listen to this, y'all. For the girl to come and she know that you don't like her or she know obviously she was in a desperate situation. Obviously. If somebody I was beefing with comes to a food giveaway, she know we beefing. So if she came, that means she really fucking need it. So why would I be nasty to her? Why would I be nasty to her? I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. You treat people right, man. Even if you don't get treated right, I'm still gonna treat people right. Even if I don't get treated right, I'm gonna give it still. Because I know that there's an Alpha and an Omega. There is a one mighty, true, and living God that is watching all of this. He see all of this. He see what the people do when they do wrong by me. He see them and he love me and he gonna make it right. I had to really go there because I would be in my mind when people would do me wrong. I would be like, God, don't you see this? What they doing? This wrong. I don't deserve this. I've been working here for 2 years. Everybody love me that I work with. They always ask for me to come back. They all want me to be their main nurse. Why did this happen? But I know God see. God see. So I ain't gotta worry about it because vengeance is the Lord. It's not mine. Vengeance is not mine to give. Clarissa, it's not her job to give vengeance. Vengeance is mine, thus saith the Lord. But people like Clarissa have a God complex. She thinks that she's God. That's what y'all gotta realize. I'm not playing with y'all. This girl, to me, in my opinion, I see NPD and APD. I definitely do. And I'll try that up in court. I promise you I will. Because if she ever, you got to prove you don't got that. And the judge probably will see that within the first, I don't know, visit. You can tell there's something wrong with the girl. But for her to be the way that she is and not have talked until she was 5 or 10 or whenever, for her to be so evil, she don't realize she's not cunning with her evil. Her evil is on the first grade level. That's the thing about it. You're you evil and you ain't got it all. So we can see what you're trying to do. You're not cunning with it like the devil. It's on a very first grade level. Mm.
He just really just going through trying to get his skin tone to even out. So he goes to the dermatologist.
Visible scars, reminders of why mom Ariana moved her family out into the suburbs during the crisis,
So
thinking it was the
obviously
best.
she had a house. Look at her house, you guys. Obviously, she had a house. We just saw her house. So now you see the place that Clarissa was back dragging about her getting evicted from. People go through ups and downs in life. They could have been doing good for 3 years and then something bad happened. And now she getting evicted. And now it's Christmas time. She got evicted right before Thanksgiving, which means it's fresh. Which means everything going on in her life is fresh at the moment. Thanksgiving, Christmas. If she was at a toy drive, she just got evicted. Whatever is going on in her life, she haven't even had the time to get back on her feet from whatever it was that rocked her life like that. and for you to go and get cameras. But if somebody still come knowing that you gonna be there, obviously they're in submission. They need help. And you do that. And you wonder why people look at Alicia and Layla Ali and don't look at you the same. It's because you got a black heart that is so evil and messed up, man. You could be right there with that girl. Think about that. If the people in the Olympics that you convinced to let you go early, even when you wasn't allowed to go, if the city, the people that you went and asked to help you finance you so you can get to the Olympics, if one of them was like you wouldn't even be who you are. If one person that you had to go through to get where you at was like you and treated you the way you treat other people, you wouldn't even be where you at. When I go places, I want to run into somebody with a heart like mine. Because I know what I would do for somebody if they needed help. Clarissa, if she ran into people with a heart like hers, you wouldn't even know her. Because her heart is not existent. And that's why what I'm about to show y'all next with Papoose, I do not feel bad for her. I hope he take everything she got. Let me stop. Lord, forgive me for that. I don't mean that. I'm just upset. Lord, forgive me. But y'all, that right there, boy, I got to walk that off right there, man. That's messed up. That's messed up right there. Oh, that's so messed up, bro. I got to walk that off, bro.
Best thing for her family. But because she left the city, she lost the financial help she needed to take care of Sincere.
She lost her benefits because she left Flint because of the water. Obviously, she a single mom. You don't see a man nowhere around. Obviously, she a single mom. And even when your man tried to talk to her, she served him dust. She paid him dust. So obviously, that's not what runs her world. Dick don't run her world. She ain't trying to be a mother to her kids. She ain't thinking about your man. And even if she was, even if anything would have happened, you still was wrong for doing her like that. You are in a position where you are supposed to be a class act. But yet you want to go get the cameras to help you put a woman down. A woman that still, y'all, even in this video that she did with Nala, she said she want Clarissa to win still. Shalita, her cousin still say she want her cousin to win. She still love her cousin, even with everything that's going on.
We moved out of the city and lost like benefits, and then we had lost like their medical care, everything that they was covered under when we were in Flint from the water crisis we had lost. So it was like we had to come back.
And when she came back to Flint, Ariana tells me today, she quickly realized little had changed, including her own trust for the safety of the water.
Our everyday life is still as it was in 2014, using bottled water for cooking, babies using bottled water, people with skin using bottled water. Like those type of things are still happening.
I might save the money.
Oh, you're gonna save it?
And while Ariana is appreciative that her family will receive a share of the $600 million settlement from the Flint water crisis lawsuit, she questions how you can put a dollar amount on human life.
There's so many people who have died. Their families can't bring them back. Money can't bring them back. My daughter's dad died from Legionnaire's disease. It's things like money can't bring those people back. I don't care how much money they're going to give us. I'll still miss him. She'll still never know her dad. People who have lost their family members, they can't get them back. It's no amount of money. That's just going to be an okay amount.
Now, Ariana tells me because of the water crisis, she has become an activist. She goes around the country encouraging people of color to vote. So a lot has changed for this family since Sincere was on the cover of this Time magazine. Now, again, a lot of details will be coming out once this settlement is finalized and becomes official. And you can count on TV5 to stay on top of that, and we'll bring you every new detail as we learn it. For now, reporting live in Flint, outside the Flint Water Treatment Plant, I'm David Custer. Meg, back to you.
All right, so
Now I didn't even realize what time it was, but
all right.
it's 12:09.
Well,
All right, now we saw that before. I got another video I want to show y'all real quick too. All right, now this one was. I really want to show y'all this video with about Danielle Perkins and stuff, but I'm not gonna show y'all that one yet. Let's look at this. Now that everybody is here, I want y'all to remember Clarissa is censored by a man. For some reason, that is all she lives for. Is the S word, the 3-letter word. All the toys Jetta Boxer said she used to buy. She even tried her and everything. What do Sister Renee think about that, Clarissa? What do Sister Renee think about this? Papoose right there, and the boy Lou with the chinchilla on right back there in the back with your belt. So that makes me wonder: is every man around you? Did you have some type of? Do you call all of them baby? Y'all, I can't hold it in. I gotta tell y'all, there was a part of the fight that she had with Danielle Perkins where I've seen some stuff that is questionable. She fought Danielle Perkins to get a knockout. She purposely did that to get a knockout. And I believe Danielle Perkins gave her a knockout. That's my personal opinion. I'm not trying to pass anything of any of this off as fact, but I'm gonna show y'all the clip where it looked like the ref pushed her down one time from a different angle, not from Salida, from a different angle, from somebody in the crowd. She literally was trying to push Danielle down with her elbow at one point. I said, "Oh, I got to show the girls this." But it wasn't the regular fight. It wasn't the regular promotion that was playing it. It was from somebody in the audience that just put it online. And it audio populated on my TV while I was cleaning up. And I saw it yesterday. So I'm gonna find that clip and I'm gonna show it to y'all because this girl right here is not what you think. It is not what you think all the way around. Even when it comes to pound for pound, it ain't what you think. It ain't what you think. Between the steroids and all PEDs and the snack and all of the BS, y'all, it's a bunch of BS. That's what it is. Now let's go back to her boyfriend. Allegedly. Everything I say is allegedly. It's all my opinion.
Yeah. Hey, tell Clarissa.
You want me to tell Clarissa you want to talk to Clarissa?
I'm just out walking out with her.
Look at this name. What the fuck? Frank motherfucking Lucas. I feel like a slow. You going viral tonight?
We going viral tonight.
Oh, you right. No, I'm doing mine.
You knocked that girl out. I'm bringing Blue Magic out tonight.
She gonna jump the ring, Blue.
Now, what y'all think Blue Magic is? What is Blue Magic? What is Blue Magic? What is Blue Magic? Is it in his pants or in his hands? Is it in his pants or in his hands? What is Blue Magic? What is Blue Magic? And stop trolling Alicia Baumgartner too, because I see you be over there trolling. And that's sick. That's so sick. It wasn't her event to put anyone out of it. Exactly. Everything she wears looks cheap and dirty and dingy. Exactly. Clarissa Shields don't like positive energy. No, she don't. She don't. I agree with you on that. Man, shout out to everybody in the chat. How the chat doing, Recessionista? Thank you for holding it down, sis. That's a boy demon. Pappy is her PR team, and that's why she look a fool. You know, y'all, what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna have our Olivia Pope nights, right? We're gonna have our Olivia Pope nights, and we're gonna look at the whatever it is she doing, whatever interview, whatever event, and we're gonna point out all the stupid flaws that she making, that she don't have nobody to tell her is making her look bad. We're gonna be Olivia Pope, but we're gonna do it after the fact because I'm not interested in helping this hoe at all. Not after what I've seen. Then you boast and you brag about her being evicted. That is so evil, y'all. That is disgusting and tasteless. Y'all, I do not like Clarissa Shields. I don't like her as a person, as a fighter. I want Alicia Baumgardner and Layla Ali to do something together. I think that is legacy. I'm tired of her embarrassing us. It's people like Clarissa that make the rest of us look bad. Y'all do realize that, right? Because if I say something or do something that is not should not be taken a certain way, they might have came in contact with somebody like Clarissa and think that they know how I'm gonna be. You understand? She makes it hard for women like us. I'm telling you. And when I say us, y'all know who y'all are. The real women. The women that respect their elders and their ancestors and the women that came before them. What? If Layla Ali picked me out of a crowd and told me I could be your sparring partner if you need one, you know how fucking happy and elated I would be? But because she got thoughts and ideas of grandeur, because she believed the world rises and sets on her ass, because she a narcissist, because she got a God complex, she saw that as a challenge and not as an arm to help her lift her up. Because that's what it was, you big dummy. Look at Floyd Mayweather. The people who helped him were used to be boxers, was his dad or something like that. Like good boxers, they normally train with somebody that was great before them, you big dope. Goodness. Yes, we are. We are really watching a real Lifetime movie. Yes. Y'all are so on point in the chat, man. Now let's listen to her throw herself at this man who don't want her.
I'm going. Look, I'm walking out. I'm walking out with you just like this.
Yeah. Chill out, Lou.
Why they had to flip it?
I can't stand y'all. Get out. Okay, so watch here.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Let me find out where. Let me see where your car is.
All right.
All right, baby. Okay. You don't know your name.
What the fuck she said?
What she say?
You heard what said, dude. No, man. They're doing shit different, dude. What you say?
And I know niggas like Lou. I know niggas like Lou, bruh. I know niggas like Lou. Lou said this shit different, boy. Boy, look. I literally felt that energy from Lou. That right there, he like, yeah. And I like that. I like to see the glow up because he got a YouTube channel. He doing his thing or whatever like that. And he probably don't want Clarissa. But that just, made him feel like, yeah, the champ want me, nigga, shit different. Yeah. So I get that part. But guess what? Papoose walked her out. This girl did not want Remy to out her so that the rest of her other niggas that she's screwing didn't know that she was with Papoose. That's why she didn't want to get outed. She didn't want to get outed because she didn't want the other dude She said that's her way of talking to them. She sent Lou VIP tickets. So it's true. Every nigga she sent VIP tickets to is because she wants something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 The VIP tickets, boy. If you a man and Clarissa send you VIP tickets, just make sure you ready to give her some blue magic. Lord, you throw yourself at men. Why is it that you live like by wanting to be with a man and wanting a man to lay with you and be accepted by a man, but you was with Savannah Marshall though? So is it just men or is it men and women? How was things with Nigeria for real? Like, I'm not stupid. I'm wondering if she got some sex demons too. Like, that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. And you got the nerve to say something about Alicia being a Jezebel when that girl is happy being by herself, not happy the fact that she don't have kids right now. She locked in and she focused on what she want in life. That's what black girls should look up to. We should look up to somebody that's trying to lay their value in a man. Everything you worked hard for. Everything you worked hard for, you will put to the side and put your value in a man. And when y'all done, his hustle is not going to stop. I think black girls should look up to women like Alicia, women that are content and happy with themselves, happy with being alone, don't have to have a bunch of people around them all the time. If you are a person that is afraid to be all by yourself sometimes, then that means there's something going on with you. You should be good being able to be in solitude sometimes. Me and my little sister, that's what we used to call it, solitude, because we would love to get together and talk and for hours. But then we had to have times where we went off into our own areas of the house and we called it solitude time, where it's just us. You should be able to do that. Clarissa don't like being alone. When she can be alone, she get manic. When she be alone, she troll people, be online, doing a whole bunch of weirdo shit. Laying her value in a man. Always talking about sex, worried about sex. And do we want our kids to look up to her or somebody like Alicia that say when you want something, you gotta lock in and don't let nothing and nobody distract you from what you trying to accomplish. That's what a man would do. That's greatness. Not trying to cheat your way through it. Not trying to put PEDs on somebody else. Cause y'all been in the game longer than her and y'all know things that she don't know. I'm still on that too. I wonder why that even happened with Alicia, where she had to fight a case of people saying she was doing that. I wonder what really happened behind the scenes with that. Cause something don't feel right about it. It's a reason why Alicia Baumgartner don't fool with Clarissa Shields. Don't forget that. It's a reason. Y'all see her interact with other people. She a nice girl. She not a mean girl. She don't think that people have to look a certain way to be around her. So it's a reason why she don't fool with her. Clarissa thought she was gonna play her, and she found out. She looked around and found out. No, she not stupid. She saw what you was doing, and she know you don't like her for real. Now y'all look at this video with of Papoose, right? And then I don't know, we might keep going or we might not. But I want y'all to see this. Hold up.
Remy Ma? Because I don't know how do you meet Remy Ma. How did you meet Remy? I just because we was blocking the universe.
And I want y'all to pay attention.
Too young, chill. How do you get to meet Remy unintercepted?
Now, I want y'all to pay attention while we watch this. Pay attention to the way Fat Joe moved, the way he looked, because I believe personally that Fat Joe still don't like Papoose like that, but he learned a different way of dealing with Papoose. You understand? I believe Fat Joe knows that Remy took that charge for Papoose. Listen to what he say. Listen to what Fat Joe say to Papoose, y'all. And I want y'all to watch this, and I want to see if y'all took the same thing from it that I did. Hit the like button now, sis. It's after midnight, sis, and we still here. Like it up for your sister now. You know I'm on the East Coast, baby. Hit the like.
There, no blocks. How do you find a way to talk to this girl?
I'm gonna tell you what happened, man. And I'm gonna tell you who to blame. Since you was blocking, I'm gonna tell you who you could blame for it. But
this is a Joker moment.
This is a Joker moment.
Crazy. It was like a dream come true, Joe. My word is my bond, my life. My bond is my life. I should give my life before my word should fail. You, my brother. You living legend. I would never lie to you, my brother. Yo, back in the days, before I even came into the music business, I was watching the DVD, and my uncle who passed away, I seen Remy on the DVD. Y'all was doing the yeah. And I was watching this. And I was like, yo, one day, man, she gonna be mine. And he looked at me, he was like, man, get out of here. You ain't gonna be with no Remy Ma. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm telling you, man, one day. Yo, I told my uncle that. So, long story short, I started.
First of all, do we believe that or do we not? Let's bust it down like that, because it's gonna be some shit. Y'all gonna want to hear this. Yeah, get up in here, girl. Get up in here, girl. Nah, come on back. Come on back. We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet. It's still interesting. It's still good. Stay on up in here and give me a high five, because I had a show set up for y'all today. Yeah, we ain't done. And we might keep going after this, depending on how things go. Okay? But if you believe them, right? Because I don't know. Because sometimes narcs, they are predators. You understand what I'm saying? They can be predators, apex predators. Some of them brag about it. You know what I mean? That could be true, or that could be a lie, because he a narc. So they like to lie and exaggerate stories and try to make something look so cliche to the point where it's like embarrassing. Sometimes they can lie to where they're just embarrassing themselves, like Carissa do. So I don't know. That could be a truth, or that could just be a stupid ass lie that he's telling, that his uncle can't say whether it happened or not, because he's no longer living. I don't like people that lie on people that's no longer living. That I don't like. So if Clarissa said she went and seen her grandma, if she didn't really go see that lady, I think that is so messed up, because your grandma cannot confirm or deny if you went and seen her for a couple of hours when you was in Michigan. She can't tell us whether you lying or not. Why you didn't say it when she was alive? Why you ain't say I just left from seeing my grandma? Why you ain't say it then? Why after she lose her life, you say that? Because she can't say whether it's true or not. She's gone. I don't lie on people that's no longer living. I don't like that. I would never do that.
Doing my thing, you know what I mean? I always wanted to get on with the music, you know what I mean? But eventually I started building a name.
Yeah, we know you always wanted to get on with the music. Thank you for saying that, because I just thought about this. Y'all don't understand me later, but I think that Papoose is the radio of hip hop. I think he is the radio. Yeah, Radio the movie. I think he is the radio of hip hop. Just remember I said that, and I'll explain it as we go.
For myself, and me and Slay linked up, you know what I mean? And me and Slay, we was just going hard in the street. So one day I was in the club, and I seen Remy in the club. So when I seen her, I was like, oh. But she gave me the ah. But I was like, in my mind, I said, nah, she ain't give me no ah, man. I just kept moving. Like, She gave me the eye, like
she like flirted, looked back with the.
She like flirted with me, like. But
up.
in my mind,
Narc always think somebody looking at them. Narcs always think the world revolve around them. Everybody in the club, and we know how you look back then, okay? Remy got your teeth looking good. We know how you look back then, though, homeboy. She didn't date you for your look. So it's hard for me to believe that she was cutting her eyes and giving you the eye in the club. But if you look at a narcissist, they will think that. You can literally look straight through their ass. And they're going to be saying she was looking at me. I can't stand a nigga like that. I can't stand a nigga like that. That think somebody giving them some energy and they're not. And it's like, no, she don't like you. She not looking at you. She can't even say hello without you thinking. If a woman, there are men in this world. If a woman walk past them, they gonna say, she wanted me. That's that sick shit. Y'all know y'all ain't seen it before. I know y'all ain't seen it before. Put a 1 in the chat if you know a nigga like that. That'll think anybody want them. And it's like, bro, nobody wants you, bro. But if a woman look at them, they say she looking at me. Like, what the fuck? No, she not. Boy. Come here, girl. We love you, Audrey. Just come on home. Come on home, Audrey. We want to talk.
I'm like, man, I ain't nobody, man. She ain't give me the eye. I just kept moving. I didn't think that she did.
Well, she did.
So one day I was in the studio with Slay, and she came in the studio. She Slay playing music.
Remy said you're lying. By the way, she's lying.
Straight up. Remy said that's a lie. That's a lie. Tell the truth and shame the devil, Remy. Remy got in the chat. Said he lying.
But yeah,
let me tell you this, yo.
Honest story. Don't listen to her.
This is honest.
This is
let me
your
finish.
time.
Yo, Joe.
This is your
so I'm
story.
in the studio.
This is your matter of fact, yo, Remy. I'm not commenting on your stuff. Like you're not messing up this pure movie.
So Joe.
So
check it. I'm in the studio with Slay, right? So he got his music on. So Remy come in the studio with another girl. She came in the studio with a Hispanic female. She like, yo, turn that down. She threw her feet up on the desk. On the table. And she like, yo, this is whack. Yo, go give me a soda. Like, she bossing the whole
that is whack.
room around. So I'm sitting
there.
Tell me about it. In my mind, I'm like, oh, I've never seen nobody talk to Slay like this. You know what I'm saying? But her and Slay got the big brother, little sister relationship. But I just never seen nobody handle him like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there, her and Slay, they going back and forth. They argue like George and Weezy, you know, the Jeffersons. So I'm sitting there, she just thugging the whole session out. In my mind, I'm like, I love this girl.
I love her.
So Joe, I'm quiet. I'm talking about she everybody in the whole room. I stay quiet. I'm like, yo, I don't even want her to bug on me, so let me just chill. You know what I mean? So I stay quiet the whole time, whatever. A couple weeks go by, Slay hit me. He like, yo, I think Remy like you, man. I said, what? He like, yo, man. She called me up. She like, yo, what's up with your artist? I want to do a song with him. He said, yo, I'm telling you right now. That's my little sister. He said, I'm gonna let you know. She crazy. So I'm like, all right. So I get my best outfit. You know what I'm saying? I go get a haircut. I get everything. I go to the studio. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? And she don't even show up, man. She don't show up. So I'm like, yo, Slay, what happened? He like, I don't know. Another time we in the studio, she popped up unexpectedly. We did a song together. I flirted with her in my verse through the whole verse. I wrote my verse on the spot. I was saying little lines like, I'm gonna stay close to Miss Martin like Dr. King. I was saying little lines like just to let her know, you know what I'm saying? And then we got cool and we started out as friends, you know what I mean? We used to just talk. We would sit in the car. She had the BMW drop top. She would come to the hood and get me, have me looking like a superstar, you know what I'm saying? Pick me up in the hood, like, I'm pulling up for this. We would just sit on the curb and just talk and just build. And she would just tell me about how she grew up and certain experiences she had and certain things she was telling me. I was just like, I wish I would have knew you. I could have helped or made it easy for you. But I was impressed that she survived what she went through and made it to where she was at. Yeah. So she was really schooling me on the industry and just teaching me a lot of things. And then one night I just got lucky, man, and I was all in with her, man. You know what I'm saying?
Box condoms your uncle gave you. And 9 too.
You know what I mean? I got lucky, man, and you know, we was inseparable, Joe. Me and Remy was like two of the hottest artists at the time, and we would spend the night on the curb talking in the vehicle because we didn't want to leave each other. You know what I'm saying? I had my own house and she had her own house. We didn't live together, but when it was time for us to leave each other,
Hold up. Hold up. Remy had her own house and you had your own places of residence. You had your own places of residence, nigga. You ain't changed in 20 years, nigga. You still doing the same thing, running the same game and the same lies. When was you ever hot, Papoose? When was you ever hot, homeboy? When was you ever hot? But you know what? I'm glad that Remy finally shook you. I can't stand the fact that you wasted 20 years of her life. Because look at what she's doing now. Imagine if she didn't have that nigga to deal with at all. I get why Fat Joe was trying to protect Remy. I get it. From clowns like him. And he found his way in. And I think Fat Joe always wanted to know how he found his way in. Because him and Remy's relationship went down after she started dealing with Papoose. Now, what do we know about Papoose? Snip, snip. Right? Ain't that what we know, y'all? Snip, snip, cut them off. Remember? Oh, I wish we had more time tonight, y'all, because this was, see, I really thought that I was going to be able to talk about this even longer and more, but Clarissa really pissed me off tonight, y'all. She really did. Because I was going to talk about how, like, seemed like to me, he spotted Remy and he plotted. He started plotting. He talking about his career was hot. Nigga, your career wasn't hot. Y'all talked on the curb because you ain't had no place to go, nigga. Stop. Stop. 50 Cent ain't sitting in on the curb talking to some girl. 50 Cent gonna send a driver and bring her up to his place. You didn't have a place to live. That's why y'all talked outside. Y'all talked on the curb because you was on the curb. And she saw something in you and she felt bad for you. She saw how bad you really wanted this rap stuff. And she saw that, yeah, you know how to, do the basics, but you need punchlines, nigga. You need punchlines. You're not good with that part. You're just good with rhyming and putting words together. That is why you never made it. Sorry to tell you. I'm sure Remy been telling you this for years though, and you just don't listen. I believe if he would have listened to Remy's advice about rapping, I think he would have made it. To keep it G. I really do. That's why when Easy said, see that right there, that's a punch line. I feel like that was a double, triple entendre. Because I think that, okay, yeah, you punched him, but you teaching him what a punch line is. And I got your girl. And she loved me. I'm so glad she done with him. And you know what? This is just what Clarissa deserves. Papoose. You deserve this nigga. You really do, Clarissa. After seeing the person that you are, you deserve him. Yeah. This what you deserve. It's just what the doctor ordered for you, girl. Woo! He about to do his thing with you.
Inseparable. So I knew she was special because whenever she wasn't around, I always missed her. You know.
Oh, Clarissa, does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? Because I know she's supposed to be enjoying her 4th of July, but y'all do know she's busy searching her name and trying to see who's talking about her right now. Instead of being present and living in the moment, she don't do that. She look around for us. Pap knew Remy was a boss way back then. That's right. Time with Twist. What's it say? Time with Twist. I like that name. Thank you for coming in the chat, man. Thank you so much. Who else we got up in the chat? Adorable little kitty, I see you. What is adorable? I just said that. Just said what, sis? It must be dark in the club. Oh, I love y'all, man. I love y'all in the chat, man. Recession needs stuff. Thank you for holding it down. Tell if y'all see Tara, tell Tara, I love her. I love you, Tara. I don't know if you been in the chat yet. Some men will not take advice from a woman. Boom. And I think if he would have took some advice from her, then he might have would have got somewhere. But I think that he just put words together. PPP. He think of every. You know what? He a thesaurus rapper. That's what he is. He a thesaurus rapper. That's all. That's all. He just know how to make words rhyme. He don't know how to tell a story. He don't know how to bring you in like B.I.G. did. Remember that rap B.I.G. did when he was like 5. What he was saying? It was basically about him messing with this dude woman and the dude coming home and coming upstairs. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Pop, the stories they told in they rap. You're not gonna tell what Papoose rhyme. When have he ever told a story? When have he ever said a rap that you really understood? All he gonna say is people pose you, people pose the that Busta Rhymes type bullshit is out, bro. We want to know what you're saying when you rap. We want to hear. We're not slow and just want to listen to words that rhyme. We want to listen to a story. We want to feel you when you rap. Not like nobody don't want that. That's why you never made it. In my humble opinion, I think I can rap better than you, Pap. Oh no, I don't. Yes, I do.
I mean,
and you put it in your head. I believe that every man and woman, they tell themselves this the one. You know what I mean? You can meet 100 girls, beautiful women. You can meet 100 women. They can meet 100 handsome men. But at some point, you hear the switch where you go,
just the one, right?
It's gonna be my wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we're gonna keep it real no matter what. It's gonna be dark times, it's gonna be nice times, it's gonna be none. We going all the way.
Nah, I knew, Joe, I knew, man. I knew I wanted to be with her for the rest of my life.
And so let's skip the fact that the trial, everything.
Yeah.
Why we got
you guys allegedly beat up some witnesses. No, that's what they were saying. Don't answer that.
Allegedly.
Wait a minute. Crack. Why we gotta skip that, Crack? Why we gotta skip that, Joe Crack? Let him talk about that. He ought to be ashamed of himself. Y'all, this the part that I really want to show. I want y'all to look at his face when they get to talking about her being in prison. Because if I was Remy and I took a charge from you, the thing that would aggravate me the most is for me to hear you talk about my bed. That would piss me off the most. I don't want to hear you talk about shit about my bed that I took for your ass. You should abstain from answering any questions about my bed.
No. Don't answer that.
Right.
Alleged. Some witnesses got beat up, everything. But the point is, she goes to jail.
Yeah.
Everybody expects you to be like every typical guy around, gone. Forget about it. Move on. You had the courage to keep it real with her and visit her in every visit and marry her and be out here when she came out. Like, I mean, it's up, but I was trying to tell you, we get surprised when somebody does the right thing. It's the craziest thing, right? Because if that's your wife,
it should be expected.
Keep it real.
Supposed to do that. That's a fact.
If we get in trouble, we want our wife to keep it real.
You know what, guys? You know what, guys? You know something? You know something? I personally believe that Fat Joe really do love Remy Ma like a sister. I personally believe that Fat Joe really didn't want them to be together. I personally believe he seen right through Papoose bullshit. And I believe that he missed his relationship with Remy Ma and he wanted to have a relationship with her again. So he chose to accept Papoose this time because that was the only reason why they fell out. But I think that deep down, Joe Crack, no, Papoose ain't that. I think deep down, like he just said, everybody is all up in arms about this nigga doing something he should have did. Y'all was married. That's what's to be expected. That's what you should do. That's what you're supposed to do. Why is it a big deal? Why do you continue to throw up in her face that you held her down when that's what you were supposed to do? The bar is so low for you niggas. But every now and then you're going to see a real man. You're going to see a real man that say, look, people be tripping because you were supposed to have her back. That's what you were supposed to do. Why is that a big deal? Do y'all know how much she said she was tired of being guilt stripped? So you know that Joe probably knew how much she was getting guilt tripped 6 years ago. I don't think Fat Joe really even liked Papoose. And I wouldn't either. I think he'd be really playing them on the low. Y'all watch this. Watch this.
Like,
this actually made me like Fat Joe more. It's this video and it's another one. I don't know if I'll be able to play the other one tonight, but this one, watch.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
But yet and still people look at us like we're crazy, like you know, and that's and what was it like doing that? Was any of your friends, without saying their names, because you know your wife is crazy, any of your friends telling you, yo, you stupid, you a sucker?
Oh man, a lot of people. They was like, yo, you think if you was in there, you think she would be doing that? You know what I mean? One time I went to visit her, and because it's a long story, my visits got banned. I was writing letters to Albany to get my visitation rights back. You know what I'm saying? Because when they took my visitation rights over there, handcuffed people.
And he might explain this further, but I want y'all to know what y'all watching because I want y'all to see what Clarissa got. I really want, boy, she got just what she deserved, just what the doctor ordered. Do you know this man was he was so the worst thing that ever happened to Remy Ma, to the point where everything that involved him went bad. This idiot had a skeleton key when he went to go and get Remy. He went to go see Remy and he got banned because he had the keys to the handcuff. This is how stupid he is. This is how stupid he is, y'all. You gotta understand, the thing that happened with Breonna Taylor is on brand for Papoose. That's on brand for him, y'all. He did that. I believe he did that, y'all. Oh my God. He did that. And he know Remy ain't no snitch. I don't like when people take advantage of somebody's loyalty and they principles and what they stand on. I don't like when somebody take advantage of that. He knows that Remy would never tell us. And I wish that she would find some way to tell us. We will understand if she could find some way to tell us, y'all, when you do YouTube, you're supposed to always act as if everybody is watching. So even though it's only 63 of us in here, y'all might hear me say something like, oh, Nala, this was a great video, or Remy, we love you. That is because when you're doing YouTube, you're supposed to always act as if everybody is watching. You never know when your video might take off. So understand that I'm saying this because just in case she ever get this in her algorithm, I want her to just please find a way to tell us, because I personally believe that Remy did that. I believe she did that. I believe she took a bid for Papoose. I believe Papoose was the one who's supposed to be in prison, not her. And if that is true, the last thing I would want to hear is this nigga talking about my business that I did for him. And then tell me he held me down. What the fuck do you mean you held me down? It was yours. You did it. You the one who did it. And you trying to guilt trip me about you marrying me, getting power of attorney over my money, and then because you came to see me every day, you came to see me to make sure I didn't tell on your punk ass. What you mean, man? I need a break.
So when they moved Remy from Rikers Island and they sent her upstate, this is the first time I seen it in a while because they did the bullshit. But long story short, the first time I came to visit her there, I came, she sat down, you know what I mean? We hugged each other, we was talking, we had a great visit. I came back the next day, and the officer who was working there, she said to me, come here for a second. You know, they talk to you like you're an inmate. She said, come here.
Oh, yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, yo, I ain't doing nothing to fuck up my visitation with my wife, so I'm gonna play along with the disrespect. So I humbly walk up to her. She said, why you keep coming here every day for? I said, excuse me? She said, why you coming here every day for? You don't got nothing else better to do? I said, what do you mean by that? She said, she's not going nowhere. Stop coming here. So she basically tried to discourage me and detour me from supporting my wife. They don't like them to get visits because then they can treat them any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So just to add on to what you were saying, yeah, she was a hater. She tried to discourage me. And I had people in my family, you know what I'm saying? People, some friends who were like, yo,
now
because I was going every.
That's the truth. That's why he stuttered a little bit when he said it. Now, I believe somebody in his family might have said that, but I don't believe that no guard asked you why you here, see, why you coming here. That's a lie. Now, tell us the truth. It was your family. Your family don't like Remy, but y'all want her money. The fuck out of here, man. Y'all want her money, but y'all don't like her. See, y'all like when she in jail, and y'all can enjoy her money without actually interacting and respecting her, giving her the respect she deserves. Y'all want her to be locked down. So, Carissa, just get ready. This is just what the doctor ordered for you, girl. We tried to save you, but now we're realizing that this is fate. Now we're realizing that we need to get out of God's way and let whatever going on just be and just sit back and learn. Just sit back and learn why you should never be like Clarissa. Never.
Days, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you though. So I visits because then they can treat them.
Watch he gonna stutter when he starts talking about his family, because that's the truth.
Them any kind of way, you know what I'm saying? So just to add on to what you were saying, yeah, she was a hater. She tried to discourage me, and I had people in my family, you know what I'm saying? People, some friends who were like, yo, because I was going every day, yo. I'm not gonna lie to you though. So I don't know if I was overdoing it or what, but that's the love I had for her. But people were like, yo, you got a life, bro. You need to worry about yourself. Like, stop. But I'm not built like that.
You knew your destiny. You knew your destiny.
I know my destiny. You know what it is, Joe. I think
pay attention to what Joe said. He said you knew your destiny.
You would do the same thing. Let me tell you why. If something was to happen to your wife, I know you would, because you know what it is. It's like you see a tornado, right, and it's spinning around and it hits somebody's house, hypothetically speaking, and you like, that's fucked up. But for me and Remy, that hit home. It hit us because we was together every single day. Like she was and still is my best friend. So I was telling her like, yo, you're gonna beat this case. Don't worry about it. She was like, no, I'm gonna blow trap. I was like, nah, you're gonna beat it. Stay confident. Eventually, she blew trial. So how the fuck am I gonna leave her for dead and just go on with my life like she never existed, like it never happened? I couldn't find it in myself to do that.
Let me tell you something. I think it would be a 99% chance of men. They can't stay with a girl in the real world. Imagine if she gets locked up and keep it in the real world. Unfortunate, you know, you was gone. Was you seeing other men going to see the women in there?
Yo, I learned a powerful lesson when Remy was away. Growing up, you hear the stigma that they put in our head. Money over, especially when you in the street. Yo,
that's what you say.
You ever get locked up,
you
they're gonna leave you.
Then.
When I used to go to Rikers Island to visit my homies who was locked up, the visiting floor is crowded. Women in the snow with strollers, they coming to visit them. You know what I mean? All the time. when I used to go visit Remy, the visiting floor is empty, bro. And there, that's the maximum facility that's crowded with women. Nobody's visiting them except for me and like 2 or 3 other dudes. And we all know each other because there's only a few of us. Yo, they leaving them for dead in there. So I look at it different after that.
Yeah, you know how many women took time for that men wouldn't take? You know how many women were like kingpins, girlfriends, and their own friends ratted on them, but the women did the time? You know what I mean? I always feel like women are stronger than men, to be honest with you.
Yo, Joe, the women do visits. They doing all kinds. They holding dudes down. They bringing stuff in there for them. You know what I mean? They fighting each other to get into the visit. So women are more loyal than dudes. They say women are disloyal. Some of these dudes is more of a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They the real.
Yeah.
They call it females. You leaving them for, they leaving a woman for dead, bro.
And so
you know what I'm saying? It's something about children.
Now, knowing what happened, and I know y'all seen my good, y'all know I had 2 kids, so I don't care. But knowing what happened, right? Pay attention to him saying what he said and look at Fat Joe. Look at what Fat Joe say. When he say the men are the real sis. I think Fat Joe think that he was wrong for letting Remy do all that time for him. I think Fat Joe think he is because he is.
Women are more loyal than dudes. They say women are disloyal. Some of these dudes is more of a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They the real.
Yeah.
They call it females.
Yeah. Now let's look at this situation. If you were Remy Ma and you did 7 years behind this bastard and 5 years on paper where you couldn't go where you wanted to go and do all this stuff, and people are literally treating you as if you did it, and you know you didn't do it, but it's people treating you like you did it. Your career, you got to literally get out and show and prove yourself every day because people believe that you are that stupid to where you would go and get something out your car and pop somebody over $3,000 that Papoose probably stole in the first place. Papoose probably stole the money, made Remy think it was her friend, and got mad, and he did that. I believe he did that. Everything that happened in that situation, y'all, was some things that a person would do that's not a thinker, that an idiot would do, that's never had nothing, that's never had no money. Remy knew how to move. Remy was a millionaire when she met Pap. She was rich. Y'all heard him say she used to come pick me up in her BMW or her drop top, whatever it was she had, and we would sit outside and talk. That's how he got her. Them conversations. She told him about some things that she went through. That's how he got her. Through the conversation. Because she is a woman. And I believe she could possibly be an empath. And I say that because I'm not for sure yet, but a lot of times I can see when a woman is an empath too. Like Auntie Rodriguez, I do believe that she is an empath. I can see that too sometimes. And I see the traits in Remy. But I want y'all to know a lot of times, narcs, they go for people like Remy. They go for people. She's got to be empathic in order for her to do that bid for him. She did that because she knew that if they knew he did it, he would get way more time than her. So she did that because she knew if they knew he did it, a man popping a woman with a weapon, a black man, she knew that he would be under the jail. So she did that. If that is true, then she probably is an empath. And I think that's true, y'all. I think that Remy took that charge for Pap. I really do, y'all. And I'm going to keep looking into it. I'm going to keep doing it. Because for her to do that and for him to treat her like he got to watch her when he's the fucking one who did it, imagine. They're going to Breakfast Club. They're going to all these places. And Papoose talking about how he's trying to be on Remy and make sure she don't miss curfew and make sure she don't get mad and make sure she go to anger management. And the whole while, this the nigga who shot somebody. Not me. It was him. How is the person who did it trying to help me? I'm just the one who took the charge. I didn't even do it. You need to be in anger management, not me. And you really did because you turned around and possibly punched Brittany Taylor, and knocked her out with one punch. That's something that a man would do. You probably hit her like a whole nigga and knocked her out while Remy was nowhere around. You're an idiot out there. You can't handle fame. You're an idiot. That's why you are perfect for it, Clarissa. I'm actually glad y'all together now. Now that I see how evil and dark she is, what she did to that girl at that toy drive, I don't feel bad for her no more. I don't. I'm sick of him.
You leaving them for dead. They leaving them women for dead, bro.
And
You know
so
what I'm
when
saying?
America,
It's something about children.
America learns this about you, y'all go on TV, and then you become a darling of
Yo, Joe, let me tell you about that, man. Let me
tell you because
yo, loving hip hop. Yo, when Remy was away, Love and Hip Hop was reaching out. They was like, yo, we want to follow y'all story. You know what I'm saying? And just document it. And I was like, hell no, man, I'm not going on that show. They throw drinks on each other. They do. So we kept curbing it. Eventually, when Remy came home, we started saying, yo, we might explore the option because they kept asking us to do the show. So I already told myself, yo, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So when I started filming the show, I was expecting to get clowned. I was like, yo, when they come out, man, they're gonna kill me, man.
No, you wasn't.
Like, they're gonna drag me. Like, I was on one knee proposing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was showing a side of me that they had never seen. They only knew Papoose the rapper. They didn't know.
Truth, you love your wife.
I was showing, I let them in. I was just being who I am. And I was like, it is what it is. I really don't care. Yo, that came out. I was waiting for the hate, and it was just overwhelming. Love started coming in. And then when they still used to have the toll booths up, I go through the toll booth. You'll have one dude in there. Yo, you up my household, man. What do you mean?
Doing that.
Yo, you got my wife with this black love. She's saying, yo, you need to be more like Papoose. You know what I'm saying? But then I see some of the ladies out there, and they be like giving me praise, and yo, we love the love you show your wife.
Look at Joe turned his head when he said he sees some of the ladies never giving their praise. He said, Joe, look down. Like, nigga, you about to tell on yourself, you better shut up.
They appreciate it, but some of the dudes, yeah, they be pissed off, man.
Now, that right there, y'all, it just shows, y'all just literally saw how he charmed women. He knows what he is doing. And Clarissa, men like Papoose prey on idiots like her. Now, this is going to be interesting because I believe that both of them are narcs. And there are times where that happens. There are some rare occasions where two narcs end up together. And it's because of situations like when Remy said, you know what, I'm about to just put this out there because I want this nigga to get out of my house, and he not leaving. So I know if I put this out there, it's gonna force him to get the gone because he don't want to feel rejected. He gonna want everybody to think he left me. That's the reason why he put that divorce out there too. The divorce is still not signed. It's still not signed. Now we seen Remy, Ma. Do y'all really think that Remy's the hold up? She's just moving smart. Cause she got real friends like Mary J. Blige that know, like, sis, I'm gonna tell you what, no, let him, yeah. I ain't gonna say too much. But y'all know she's smart. She's smarter than him. And I'm glad. I'm glad that She got her heart out of the way and started using her brain so she could see. But sometimes it do take 20 years for you to realize you married to a narc, or you married to somebody that is not who you think they are. Because that's another thing. Them narcs, they shape shifts. So you could literally be with a man and think you know him, and he's somebody totally different when he ain't around you, when he would have somebody else. And I believe that Papoose wanted Clarissa to hurt Remy Ma. I think that Papoose knew that Clarissa would be speaking to Remy, wishing her Happy New Year's, even though she's screwing Papoose. I believe he encouraged it. I think Papoose hate Remy Ma. I do. I think that he don't like the fact that we love her so much. And he never made it. He would never listen to Remy, give him direction about a rap. And I think maybe if he would have, he might have had a couple of bops. Because that's one thing we do know. She come with hits. When she step, it's a heavy hitter when she step. Shout out to Remy. I love y'all. Thank you, Recessionista, for hanging in there with me the whole live. I hope y'all had a good 4th of July, man. I love y'all. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and donate, y'all. I do need y'all donations. I do. Y'all know the situation that I'm going through, what happened with my job, and I'm trying to shake back. I'm doing all the necessary steps that I need to. And at the end of this, hopefully, I'm praying that I get to show y'all God glory and how God can help you and bring you out of situations. Even when you feel like you're in the valley of the shadow, you gotta fear no evil and know that God is with you. And that's what I believe. So I want y'all to see the results of that, of having faith and believing. I love y'all, man. Peace. Y'all already know. Guess what? He'll be at the fight.